Welcome to today's webinar. And this webinar is brought to you courtesy of Dennis Madike Academy, a CPD approved provider here in the UK. Without wasting too much time, we are going to be discussing the new 2026 policy updates. If you are trying to apply under the arts and culture category, the fashion category, the architecture category, and the film and television category. My name is Adedeji Kumi, and I'm also a recipient of this visa. I got my endorsement in the year 2022, and I am the director at Venice Madike Academy. Without wasting much time, so let's just quickly dive into what we have to discuss today. In 2026, new updates to the UK Global Talent Visa are influencing how applicants prepare and present their applications. These changes are part of wider reforms within the UK immigration system, designed to attract exceptional global talent while tightening other immigration routes. So, what's new in 2026? So, we have some key policy updates that are affecting every global talent visa applications. So, the new updates emphasize stronger evidence of international recognition, clearer endorsement criteria from endorsing bodies, and better alignment between talent routes and the UK broader economic and cultural priorities. Understanding these updates helps applicants prepare stronger endorsement application, avoid common documentation mistakes, and position their work more strategically within the UK's evolving immigration framework. So basically, what this is just trying to say, I'm just going to explain this thing. Yeah, the realities of the applications that are going to be coming in starting from this 2026 is that you have to be able to go way and beyond than the usual. So you can't just come and submit something. Even last year and all the way, years back when this whole process started, you have to submit exceptional work. You always have to submit exceptional work. The only difference in this 2026 is that just submitting exceptional work is still not enough. You still need to be able to go way and beyond to prove that you are actually really, really, really exceptional. Because these days they are getting a lot of exceptional work, so they want to pick the best out of the best. So you have to go way, way and beyond. So let's go to the next. Evidence requirements in 2026. Applicants in arts and culture fields must first obtain endorsement from Arts Council England or a design endorsing body by submitting a structured portfolio of evidence. So if you're trying to apply under the arts and culture, the number one thing that I believe everybody knows, if you do not have any idea of how this whole process, because I've done a webinar last year totally on the arts and culture, you can check the last webinar that we did, and you can get explanations and insight into what the global talent visa is and the requirements and everything. But this particular time, I don't want to go deep into the requirements. I'm just going to be speaking on the updates and the things you need to do regarding your application in this year 2026. So if you're an arts and culture applicant or you are any kind of applicant other than the fashion, architecture, we've got the film and television, you need to obtain endorsement, which is something we've discussed in the last year webinar. The key requirements now, you need 3 letters of recommendation from a recognized organizations or experts in your field, with at least one based in the UK. This requirement is still the same requirements as of last year, so that part has not changed. The second one is that this is actually a very important part of the updates. So they've been requesting CV. The second one says professional CV showing your career history, major achievements and professional work in the art sectors. So usually they've been requesting for CV for about 3 years now. And it's not even a new thing. So people will put in CV, but there's a mistake that many people make whenever they are including their CV in the application. And the CV is that the CV is not detailing enough experience in their field. Let's say you're trying to apply for the Global Talent Visa as an exceptional promise. So, as an exceptional promise, you are meant to show Your evidence should be within the range of 5 years, right? So as an exceptional promise, your CV should show your professional experience in at least for at least 3 years. So you should be able to detail your experience in that field for at least 3 years. So the mistake that many people make is that they most of the experience and the detail is probably within a year or 2 years. And a year or 2 years is not enough to show professional experience if you are trying to apply as an exceptional promise. So the least they are looking for is 3 years of experience, which is going to be detailed on your CV. You can go more than 3 years. If you have 5 years experience, you can detail it in your CV, but you should be able to detail your professional experience. At least 3 years of experience should be detailed, should be easy to read. That is one of the biggest updates. CV will definitely, if your CV is not right, it will definitely impact your application. You could get denied if you do not have a proper CV. You could get denied. Every other applications, every other documents can be 100% wrong, 100% perfect. If you have that mistake in your CV, the application will get denied. So that is very important. You need to take that one very serious. The third one is the up to 10 pieces of supporting evidence. Each document must be maximum 2 pages and usually from the last 5 years. Evidence must meet the criteria in at least two of these areas, such as international media coverage or reviews, recognized awards or nominations, international exhibition, performance, screenings, or publication. This is just basically the requirements um, that works with the arts and culture and also for the architecture. So for the fashion and for the television, there's a different kind of requirements that they are looking for. So for that one, you still have to go and look for what the requirements, what they are, looking for if you want to apply under those fields. But still, all these things, they are important criteria, compulsory criteria for you to meet. So the track record requirements, you need exceptional for the exceptional talent. You have to have strong international career across multiple countries. This is something that I discussed in the last webinar where I explained because most people they tend to miss exceptional talent and exceptional promise. A lot of people believe that they are exceptional talent and they should apply for exceptional talent. But then I try to let them understand the difference between the exceptional talent and the exceptional promise so that you will not waste your time or you will not waste your resource. So for the exceptional talent, you see what they said, a strong international career across multiple countries. So for exceptional talent, yeah, if you are in the art and culture, you'll be looking at someone who probably is in the league of the, what's it called? The league of the, which artist can I call now? Someone in the league of the, what's it called? Um, this guy, Sheyi Vibes, Benson, all these Odumodu Black, all these guys that we now know, currently know, that are popping. They have strong international career across multiple countries right now. So those are the exceptional talents. So if you are just upcoming and you are just coming up, you are not, you yourself, you know you are not at the stage of these guys yet, then you can apply as an exceptional promise. So for the fashion, the people that will be considered an exceptional talents will be those like in the league of the Vicky James that are already known. They have strong international career. You know, those are the, you can consider them the exceptional talent. So you have to keep that in mind. There's a difference, and the difference is very, very obvious. So overall, applicants must demonstrate active professional work, international exposure, and recognition within their field. So if you are applying, you must still be very active in your field. Yeah, let's say you're applying in 2026, you must still be very active in 2026. Those are part of the things they look at. And the active part of this whole application is very important because it cuts across all the documents you'll be submitting, even with the letters. The organization that is going to send the letter for you, that organization must also be very active because they will go and confirm that. So that active part is very important as it cuts across all the documents that you will be submitting. Awards, exhibitions, fashion shows, productions, or commissions. Applicants can provide evidence of significant professional work, such as winning or being nominated for recognized awards, participating in major exhibitions or fashion shows, contributing to film, television, theater, or artistic productions, or receiving professional commissions from reputable organizations or institutions. This cut across um all these categories now. If you want to apply under the fashion, if you want to apply under art and culture, if you want to apply under architecture, if you want to apply under film and television. So you have to take note of this. This evidence should clearly demonstrate the applicant's active involvement, professional recognition, and impact within their field, preferably at an international level within the last 5 years, preferably at an international level. So this word preferably, you could just do something that used to be like maybe in your home country or whatever, which is fine. But because of the 2026 update and people are going way and beyond, you should put it in your mind. Try as much as you can to get international recognition, not just national recognition. Try as much as possible to get international recognition within the last 5 years that you want to, so you want to gather your application. Get international recognition is very important. Recommendation letters that win endorsement. This is another very important part. Yeah, because many people have been denied not because their evidences are not good, but because the other supporting documents are poorly structured, like their recommendation letter, their cover letter, and their CV has been the reason why many applications have been denied, not because they do not have evidences of the work that they've done. So for the recommendation letters, yeah, who should write them? For a strong global talent application, recommendation letters should come from highly respected individuals or organizations within your industry. This reference should have credible authority and recognition in your field, such as directors, curators, producers, or senior executives in major institutions. At least one referee must be based in the UK, while the others can be international experts who are familiar with your work and reputation. So for the letters, you are submitting 3 letters. And those 3 letters, one of that letter, the person that must write it must be in the UK. The organization must exist in the UK. The person writing it should be a UK director of the organization. One of those letters. Then the other 2 letters can come from anywhere. They don't mind. But one of it must come from the UK and it must be signed by top executive of that organization, a top executive for that organization. So another thing is whoever is also signing, there must be a work relationship. That person must be familiar with your work. You cannot just sign a letter where the person will just say, "Oh, I came across his work and I believe he's a good artist. I believe he's a good fashion designer. Somebody introduced it into me. I saw that he's good, so I decided to write it." Those one will not work. What they are trying to look for or what they are trying to see is that there is actually a working relationship, either currently going on or has gone or something that has happened before. There's a working relationship between you and the organization that is signing the letter for you. And that working relationship must be stated in the letter also. Very important. Then number 2, structure and credibility of referees. Winning recommendation letters are clear, specific, and authoritative. Each letter should be written on official letterhead and include the referee's contact details in case they need to confirm, you know, they need to call who wrote the letter and to confirm some details. Clearly explain who the referee is, their role, and why their opinion matters in the industry, which is why you need to actually get someone that is a top executive in that organization. Describe their professional relationship with the applicant. This is what I was talking about, very important. There should be a professional working relationship between you and whoever is signing the letter. Provide specific examples of the applicant's achievements, influence, and contributions to the field, whatever work you've done, yeah, that the referee, the person that is signing the letter knows of, needs to put it there. He needs to mention it in the letter, which is why it's always best if who is writing the letter for you, you guys work together, and he knows and he has a lot of your works that you've done together. They can put it there. Yeah, we did this together. We did this together. Or when we created this, he did this. He was part of this. This is his contribution. It has to be stated. It helps your application. Explain why the applicant will benefit the UK's art and cultural sector. Referees should ideally represent well-established organizations, institutions, or companies that demonstrate strong credibility to the endorsing body. 3. Common mistakes applicants make. Many applicants weaken their application by making avoidable mistakes such as choosing referees who are not recognized leaders in the industry. Some of you get letters that are being signed by somebody, maybe somebody that is not like the top executive, maybe someone that's just managing the set or managing this, that is part of the organization, but is not a top executive. They will not take it as a credible letter. So your letter must come or must be signed by top executive of the organization. Submitting letters that are too generic or lack specific examples of achievement. So some of you copy letters from others. You just use the same template of letters for all the letters you're submitting. No, there should be a specific examples of the contributions that you've made or the work that you've contributed to that the person that is signing the letter for you knows about. And those contributions will be listed in the letter, and it will be tailored specific to your own achievements. So that is very important. Using referees who do not clearly show a professional relationship with the applicant. Remember, I said something like that. If you do not have a working relationship with the person or the organization that is signing for you, you cannot use that letter. That letter is going to be the reason why your application will be denied. So whoever is going to sign for you, make sure that there is a good, strong working relationship between the two of you. Submitting letters that do not follow the required format or lack proper signatures and official letterheads. This is self-explanatory. Yeah, any kind of letter that you want them to take serious must be on an official letterhead. It must be signed properly. Strong recommendation letters should demonstrate credibility, authority, and clear evidence of applicants' impact and potential, helping the endorsing body confidently assess their eligibility for the global talent drought. So this, what's it called? This letter is another work on its own that you have to really, really take serious. I have a list of everything that your letters must contain. I didn't remember to put it in this lecture, but if anybody wants, I can just distribute it and send it to you if you request for it. But I've listed everything that your letters must contain, so that when you write your letter and then you look at the list, you can then, okay, my letter contains this, my letter has this, my letter has this. What I can also do is, if there's another time, I might just do an additional video, short video to this, where I will talk about those things that must be in your letter. So building a strong creative portfolio. One, what endorsement panels looks like. Endorsing bodies reviewing global talent applications look for clear evidence of impact, professional credibility, and international recognition. So whatever you are doing, what impact has it made in your community? Put that in mind. So if your work is actually creating an impact, it is a very strong evidence. So what impact are you creating in your community? It doesn't necessarily have to be on the global stage. Just within your community, are you making like noticeable impact? Do you have professional credibility? Do you have international recognition also? I was talking about international recognition. As it stands, don't just rely on national recognition. Try as much as possible to get international recognition also. So when you are going for your media recognition, go for media recognitions that are from not just from your own country, also from international countries. Whether the applicant has made significant contributions to their field through recognized projects, contributions, exhibitions, productions, or publications. They also look for consistency in career progression and prove that the applicant is actively working at a professional level in the arts and culture sector? Are you working at a professional level in the art and culture sector? How do you show that you're working at a professional level? For example, if you just create, let's say you're an artist that you create arts, you are creating arts and you are selling it to people, that's fine. You are making money from it, but that will not be considered an industry standard professional level. So for an artist that paints to be considered an industry standard professional level, then you need to start going for exhibitions and exhibiting your art. Those exhibitions will then form the basis of your evidence that will prove that you are working at a professional level in your field. And that exhibitions apply to those who are in arts and the architects too. So anyone that is trying to apply under the architectural what's it called field must also participate in exhibitions. Two, presenting your work professionally. A strong portfolio should present evidence in a clear, structured, and professional format. Each piece of, I'm sorry, before I continue this, I need to mention something in relation to the first point that I made, because there's this issue that I get with people who make music, and this is just still talking about that active working professional level. So the issue is most singers will come and say, okay, I have been singing. Yeah, I sing professionally. Okay, you sing professionally. Okay, yeah, let me see the evidences of the music you've done. So the issue is they've not released any song professionally. They don't have any song on streaming sites. So they show me pictures of them singing in the church. And, usually they used to call them to come and sing in the church. They sing in the church, they do all those things. And then I asked them, okay, you sing in the church. Is there like, are you part of the church choir or were you billed to perform at a concert organized by the church where there's a flyer, your picture and your name is there, that you are coming there to come and perform? They'll say no, that, they are part of the church choir and, they always lead these songs and praise and worship. And then I had to explain to them that number one, that's not a professional engagement. You are not paid for that, and that's not a professional engagement. Number two, that is not you really doing an art and culture career. That's basically you in a religious field. So, for you to be considered a professional career, let's say the church called you to come and perform at a concert that they're organizing and they paid you for that service. That is a professional job. So you guys should not mix it together. It's just something I come across when I'm speaking to clients that I need to really clarify. Then number two, presenting your work professionally. A strong portfolio should present evidence in a clear, structured, and professional format. Each piece of evidence should clearly explain what the project or work is, your specific role or contribution, the organization, event, or platform involved, the impact or recognition the work received. Where possible, applicants should include links to verified sources such as official event websites, media coverage, or institutional pages to support their claims. This for especially for all the what's it called, proof of appearance and the media recognition. So let's say you publish a media recognition, you publish a review on the website, and you take screenshots of those reviews and you put it on your, what's it called? You put it, attach it to a document. You also need to put a link of where that screenshot has been taken, where your review was published. You need to put the link so that they need to confirm that what you are attaching to your document is actually true. You do have a review that has been published so they can confirm that. Same goes for your proof of appearance. If you claim that you have done an exhibition and you attach pictures, images from that exhibitions, yeah, you should also be able to put links to where they can actually confirm that, oh, this exhibition happened. Maybe the social media link where the gallery posts about your exhibition, or if the gallery posts about your exhibition on their website, or if the gallery made a video that is posted on their YouTube page about the exhibition, things like that, which is why I always tell clients, anytime you go for an exhibition and you've done the exhibition, always watch out for the galleries, social media page, website, or anything that they post, and you keep it. Or while you are doing the exhibition or before the exhibition, ask them if there's going to be a documentation of that exhibition, if there's going to be published on their social media page or whatever. If they tell you that they always publish it on their social media page, you can ask them that, okay, collect their social media page so that you look out for when it is being published, and then you can keep the link. Very important for your application. So anything you do, keep a link um, that the endorsing officers can always go to confirm any evidence that you are submitting. Case studies of successful global talent applicants. I've consulted for a lot of successful applicants, and in fashion, architecture, film, and what's it called, arts and culture. So for the fashion designer, successful fashion designer applicants often demonstrate international visibility and industry recognition. Like I said, you cannot take that international visibility away. It's very important. You can't take that away. So find a way to get international visibility. It could be through fashion exhibition. If you can, when I say fashion exhibition international, you don't have, it's not necessary for you to come and do the fashion exhibition in the UK. It could be in Ghana, it could be in, if you're in Nigeria. If there's a fashion exhibition happening in, what's it called, in Benin Republic, which is our next neighbor, it's easier to travel to, you can participate. Now you have international recognition. You get. So if there's a way you can also do it in the UK, it's fine because that way you can also get letter of recommendation, you know, things like that. So their portfolios typically include participation in major fashion weeks, collaborations with recognized brands, feature in international fashion magazines, and evidence of a runway shows or collections presented to global audience. Many also show press coverage, awards, or partnership with established fashion houses, proving their influence within the fashion industry. So those are the kind of things that they do that gets them that gets their application successful. For the architects applicants usually succeed by presenting high-profile projects, international commissions, or recognized design contributions. Strong cases often include involvement in major architectural developments, exhibitions, or international design competitions. Evidence may also include industry awards, publication in architecture journals, or invitations to speak at global architecture events, demonstrating both professional impact and recognition. Three, film and television professionals. Most successful applicants under the film and television category often provide evidence of significant productions, film festival participation, or broadcast work. Successful candidates usually show involvement in films or TV projects distributed internationally, screenings at recognized festivals, or collaborations with reputable production companies. Awards, nominations, and media coverage of their work also strengthen the application. Four, artists and performers. This so many things you can use to, you know, get your application successful. You just have to know how to package it properly at a professional level. So visual artists, musicians, dancers, and performers typically demonstrate success through international exhibitions, performance tours. Their portfolio may include gallery exhibitions, theater productions, concert performance, cultural festivals in multiple countries. Additional evidence such as critical reviews, awards, and collaborations with recognized institutions help establish their reputation and professional standing in the global arts community. So overall, successful applicants show consistent professional work, one, international exposure, two, and credible recognition within their creative field, three. If you are able, all your evidence that you are gathering, all the evidence that you are gathering, because you are gathering at most 10 evidence plus um, 3 letters, one CV, and a cover letter, so 15 documents in total. If all those 15 documents you gathered, you are able to show these three things in those documents: consistent professional work, international exposure, credible recognition within your creative field, then you are guaranteed to be successful in this application. Part of the people that have applied for this global talent application, Secure, I've also applied under the arts and culture and established visual artists with over 5 years of professional experience applied through the arts and culture pathway. The applicant presented evidence of exhibitions at reputable art galleries demonstrating consistent professional activities and recognition within the contemporary art scene. The portfolio also included strong media coverage and critical reviews, highlighting the artist's growing reputation and impact in the field. The application process, including preparation, endorsement review, and visa submission, took approximately 6 months to complete. Results: the applicant successfully received endorsement under the Global Talent Visa rules. Then we have a second person, Kikelomo Solomon Ayeni, under arts and culture also, a professional model and event photographer with over 5 years of industry experience applied under the arts and culture pathway. Although the applicant initially had no prior background in traditional art photography and no exhibitions or major media recognition, the portfolio was strategically developed to highlight professional commissions, published work, and contributions to notable art projects. Over the course of approximately 1 year, the applicants strengthened their evidence by demonstrating consistent professional activity, industry collaborations, and growing recognitions within their field. Result: the applicants successfully received endorsement under the Global Talent Visa route. Avoiding common refusals. One, weak portfolio. One of the most common reasons for refusal is submitting a weak or poorly structured portfolio. Applicants often fail to clearly demonstrate their professional achievements, role in projects, and industry impacts. A strong portfolio should include clear evidence of recognized work, credible projects, and documentation that shows consistent professional activities within the field. Poorly written recommendation letters. Recommendation letters are generic. Recommendation letters that are generic, vague, or written by individuals without strong industry credibility can weaken your application. Strong letters should come from industry recognized leaders or organizations in the field. Clearly explain the referee's relationship with the applicant and provide specific examples of the applicant's achievements and influence. Three, lack of international recognition. The Global Talent Route is designed for individuals with international reach and recognition. Applications that rely solely on local recognition or small scale projects may struggle to meet endorsement standards. That's why I was saying you need to make sure that you have international recognition. Very important. Strong applications demonstrate global exposure, such as international exhibitions, performance, media coverage, collaborations, or projects that reach audiences beyond the applicant's home country. So that's the hint. Um, if there's any other questions and anything that is confusing that you would like to ask questions and you want answers to, you can always send me an email. You can also always DM me or send me an email. I'm going to provide my email so that you can reach out to me and then we can discuss and I can answer any questions that you have regarding these updates on the Global Talent Visa. So this is the end of the webinar. I hope you guys have learned one or two. Like I said, if there's any further question you'd like to ask, please kindly do. And this webinar is brought to you courtesy of Benis Madike Academy. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.